For me, I think it's the people. You meet people who are dedicated to this concept of sustainability, but also they're also different in their own right, and they all have different information to share, because this information sharing is a big part of it as well. So I've learned a lot from other people. I've learned to be patient, and that's a good thing. You can't hurry Mother Nature. She'll take as long as she needs to grow her food, etc. And she'll provide all the weather conditions to get in the way, well, we think is getting in the way, but perhaps we don't just understand that she knows best, and you know, it'll all be fine in the end. My name's Jill Cockram. I'm the coordinator at Moss Vale Community Garden. We are in Railway Street, Moss Vale, and we're in a park, so it's Corlett Park in Moss Vale, and we're between the public tennis courts and what used to be the old bowling club, which is now Connect Christian Church. So we got the little bit in the middle, which was actually a car park, so under here we actually have bitumen. So we've raised all our beds because we had no soil. The community garden here started in 2004. The origins of this garden, which was as a social project for isolated men in the community. There was a high suicide rate in the area back then, so Anglicare community workers started to set this garden up and did the early groundwork, and so men would come here a morning a week and have a cup of tea and maybe garden together. In 2007, when I found out about the community garden, because I just loved the concept, came and volunteered here, and then when the coordinator had to leave, she asked if I would take over. So you need to know when's a good time to plant something. If it'll only thrive if you plant it in the season it wants to grow. Prior to coming here, I was part of the Permaculture Southern Highlands group. I've studied permaculture over the years with David Holmgren, who was one of the co-founders of the concept of permaculture, and so it actually has really engulfed my whole life, you know, because it just made so much sense to me. So that's what I brought to the garden are all these sustainability principles. Well, the ethos is care for the earth, care for its people, and a fair share for everyone. And they're very simple things which you can apply to everything you do in your life, from growing food to using renewable energies, all these kinds of things. The word sustainable for me means that you're not changing things so much that you can't keep doing it, some sort of process that you're using. That sustainability to me is we can continue to do a process forever without leaving damage behind us. It's about thinking about how can we do whatever we do in the least damaging and most productive way within a community setting, so we're bringing people with us. The aim was to set this place up as a demonstration site for how we can live more simply in the environment as a human community, and just in the community getting people inspired to grow food in their own backyard and have a few chooks and do the general principles of permaculture from home. So you've started with our Pride and Joy, which is our straw bale shelter, which is at the hearth for our group. And then we've got a pizza oven that was built by the community too, as the community came in, paid $50 and learnt over 4 weekends, learned how to build that. We've got a hothouse with lots of baby things and things that need protecting from particularly cold days. We've got our solar panels, which are down on our little cottage down the front. We've had lots of pizza days, not enough in everybody's opinion, I'm sure. Because it's the size of it, it's the sort of thing that takes a while to build up so that you get the heat to the right level. And the trick is that you start with pizzas, because that's when it's really hot, and it's formed all the coals, and then it holds that heat, but it doesn't keep getting hotter. So then you can put your roasts in, and then the last thing would probably be maybe cakes and things like that. So you can really do a whole meal and a whole celebration out of it. The community garden here is connected with a group called Regen Action Wingecarribee, which is really keen to see regenerative gardening and farming practices happening right from urban, from our backyard, right through to getting more veggie farms, trees on the perimeter of our towns. What that will do will be the capture of carbon back down from the atmosphere. With the help of Regen Action, we've actually started a community garden network, so it's a Southern Highlands Community Garden Network. Because we haven't got many community gardens in the area, we thought it'd be a nice idea to try and work out a way that we could make it easier, because there's always those first constraints of where do I start, how do I do this, what do I have to go to council for, and that sort of thing. So we've actually formed a community garden network so that those community gardens already set up who know the process can actually help the new ones hoping to form to make their life easier so they can set up more easily. And then we can have celebrations and we can share our little teaching workshops and things that we do here. Our wages for the day are whatever's in season. We can take some home, but I think we prefer that goes to groups like Oz Harvest, etc., and the charities that can actually get it out to people who are really in need. We can't supply the whole of our society here with organic food. We're more of a demonstration site for what we can grow in each season. We actually were instrumental in starting the little Thursday afternoon market next door, the Railway Street Farmers Market. We actually are looking for more workers now, because as this grows it requires more work, and so we're looking for, you don't have to be a gardener. We can, you can pick that up, because we usually work in pairs or together in groups, so that you can pick up how we actually do things here. So just come along and have a good pair of boots and a hat and sunscreen and a water bottle. But yeah, no, just come in and we'll give you a tour, and we'll get you started working with someone, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. When we're here on Monday and Thursday, people can come in just to have a look if they like. There's no commitment. Yeah, just come down and have a look and say hello and meet the mouldy old crew that we've got here. It'd be lovely to see you.